Hey. Alright, so we are going to do a no binding, no sewing journal. My favorite way to do them. I like to use file folders because they're simple. There's no fussiness that happens. This is scrapbook paper we got off of Amazon. They're really cool paper. I really hunted some cool paper down. And these are simple. You're going to need your paper trimmer if you want it, your crocodile, whatever you want to use. I measured these out and cut them down to 5 and 8 and a quarter, but you don't have to do that measurement. Those are just what I chose to use. And then you're going to need 4 pieces of those papers, whatever paper you choose. You're going to want to cut 4 of them down because, front, back, and then 2 pieces for the inside. And then keep whatever you cut off of your file folder because then you can use those pieces to create pockets or hidden paper clips or whatever you want to do. So now I'm just measuring up how my papers are going to fit, which sides of the paper I want to use, because these papers just happen to be double-sided, which is really cool, and I actually hate that I had to pick which side I wanted to use, which is one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of double-sided paper, because I don't want to have to choose which side of the paper I want to use. So this is what I'm doing. I'm choosing which paper side I'm going to use. Just cut your paper up, okay? That's what you're doing. You're just going to cut your paper up. Get it ready. And this is not complicated. This part is really, really simple. You've done it 100,000 times. It's the fun part. It's the decorating part. It's the planning part. It's picking all the good stuff. Ooh, what am I going to decorate with? I get to pick which papers. Tim asked me, what's your favorite part? It's the design part. Picking what I'm going to use. And then watching it all come together. That's my favorite part. And then voila, look at that. My papers are magically cut apart. And now I'm going to glue them all down. Front, back, and then the inside. And then you're going to see I actually rip one. But I put it back together. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But you're going to see it. So spoiler alert. Be careful with your bone folder and wet paper with glue. Just saying, be careful. So yeah, you're just going to put your 4 pieces on there, however you decided to do it. And then get them all on there. Get it all. I like that piece of paper. Wish I would have used that for the front. I like the bats. I'm a fan of bats. Totally wish I would have used that for the front. Yeah. I like bats.
Could you tell me what you like or what you'd like to talk?
Gemini likes to talk. It's no big deal. And I told her what I like, so I don't know why she's asking me to tell her what I like. So she may not be the smartest. It's alright. Just keep on going. Just keep rolling with the punches. It's no big deal. And you can see, like, you cut your papers the same size as you did for the outside. When you come to the inside, notice I'm coming away from the fold. And that's because if you go directly into that fold, you're going to crease that paper. Your paper is going to get in the way. So just come away from the fold. Paper's going to hang off the edge. It's fine. You can cut that little bit of paper that's hanging off of the edge later. Oop, there's the rip. No big deal. I just take a little glue and cover it up with a piece where I cut the paper. So it's not a big deal. But again, just come away from the fold so that way you're not messing your paper up. And you wouldn't see it that far into the fold anyway because you're going to put paper there. So it's no big deal. So there, you see me covering that up. And chances are you might even put a pocket there. So you might not even really care about doing this part. I'm not going to put a pocket there because I don't want to cover up the page. So that's why I opted to cover it up. But you see how far away from the fold I'm putting the glue? That's why. Because if you put it directly on the fold, it's going to crease your paper. And it's going to look really, really bad. So just do it like that, and it all works out. Now you see I'm being very gentle now with that bone folder so I don't rip the paper. No big deal. Just get it on there, trim off that little edge. And I know that this is sped up, but the original part of this whole thing probably takes in real time maybe an hour to put the whole thing together. So it won't take you no time to do this, but yeah. Oh, I forgot I nicked that little edge there. So I just did the same thing, put a dot of glue, and then put a little piece, and then trim away that little spot, and then you can't even tell that it was messed up. So it's no big deal. Then I decided I was going to round the corners, make it look more put together. So, which I don't do that as often as I used to, but there we go. Now I'm going to get my crocodile, and we're just going to take it and punch a hole at the bottom, and be aware. You want these holes as close to the top and the bottom as you can without getting too close to the edge. Because if you do, you're going to rip your paper. But if you're not close enough, you're not going to have enough room, because when you slide your sheets in, your sheets aren't going to go in right, and they're going to like fold up. So actually, you can't see it here, but you will later. I actually have 2 holes because I didn't get close enough to the edge. So just keep that in mind. And then you're just going to need some elastic cord. This is from the Dollar Tree. And you just put one end through one end, and then the other end through the other end. Bring it to the middle. Tie it in a couple knots a few times. And that is your bonding. That's your bonder, without there being any paper. And then I was going to put a few more strands, and then I decided to keep it simple for this. And you'll see I cut that second strand out. And it's possible. I have had 2 or 3, sometimes 4 strands in one, but it's really not necessary. So I decided just for this one to run the 1 strand, just keep it as simple as I could. And that is your bonding element. So now I went and I cut down, I don't know how many pages are actually in this signature. It might just be 10, it might be 12. I'm not for certain. But I just folded the paper, and then I cut them down to fit into this journal. I think 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. And then I'm just going to take them, and I'm going to slide them in just like that. And that's it. They're in there. Put you in a clip, and you have a closure. Now, the thing that kind of confuses people is, well, now, how are they going to stay and all of this? Well, they're not. And that's the best part, is because they're not. That means they're refillable. You can pull those pages out. You can put more pages in. You don't ever have to throw this journal away. It's reusable. You can do it as many times as you want to. You can put stuff in it. You can take stuff out. Just like that. See? You can have all kinds of things. Decorate the pages. Take the pages out. Throw the pages away. Put tabs in it. Do whatever you want to it. And you have a whole thing. So it's really that simple. If you can fold a page, if you can glue to a page, put an extra page in to glue to a page, whatever it may be. But it's that simple. I hope it helps.